Dude, they're doing a video per team.
In 2018, Europe managed to have one of its best results internationally. Vitality just missed out on making it to groups, G2 making it to semi-finals and Fnatic finals.
And they will represent in the world final.
It was one of Europe's proudest moments, only to be matched the following year with the now legendary G2 roster also making it to finals. Since then, however, the gap between Europe and the Korean and Chinese leagues has been growing. It is clear that something changed from the end of 2019 up until this point for us to fall behind.
Fnatic.
The only one keeping up the standards was kind of G2, but because of G2 never had this rival that's going head to head with them, they might have like stayed on the same level.
2023 season champion!
Medic was going Korean caster.
Those teams are just so consistent and they're like so good at what they're doing. That's why, you know, it always looks so rough. But I think if you play your own game that you want to play, I think, you know, like anything can happen.
Yeah, show the clip where we beat the RX. Yeah, fuck yeah, take that. Yeah, you see that? You guys have a 20-minute video celebrating your fucking 10,000 trophies that you missed. You missed out on one. We have clips of us beating your World Championship teams in the same tournament before you won it. Yeah, fuck you, idiots. Take that. See, who's the real better region, huh? Huh? Take that, Rogue. When did we see DRX versus Rogue? No, we didn't. Did you really win Worlds then? No, you didn't.
Building in those two splits, and now we're kind of at this level where we have the baseline. We need to keep looking and investing into how we practice and everything, catching up to G2, pushing each other, and then we can start being more of a rival for the Asian teams.
Oh yeah, show the World Champions from last year as well. Show us a clip of winning them against Teamfight. Yeah, show that too. Ah, got him good, huh? No, I'm hyped now, I'm hyped. We beat this team as well. They're the world champs of this tournament. Look at that.
Usually there's like 1 or 2 teams from Asia that have like a really good tournament and they just stomp everyone. The third, fourth teams are beatable, like for sure. They are like kind of similar to strength as the European or NA teams, I would say. Maybe a bit better.
That's not how you hype me up. You don't tell me that you can maybe beat the 3rd and the 4th seeds. Well, great. Okay, what about the hello?
Last year it was only Rogue who managed to go to quarters.
Maybe we can beat their 3rd or 4th best team. Oh,
we
great.
would like it too, but with Rogue when we went 3-0 and nobody expected it, I think.
Lions couldn't do it, RNG couldn't do it, but bet your ass Rogue can!
Why would we go to Waters if we don't believe we can win?
Can we just take a second to appreciate Kobe's tweet? I keep DMing people to hopefully hear good things about NA teams and scrims, and I keep getting told about how good sick G2 is instead of how they have a real shot this year. What the hell, man? And I didn't ask. Euphoria, I guess. I didn't say anything. Just follow the signs.
I think everyone believes that we can do a really good showing at Worlds. I think everyone believes on themselves, and I think the audience, the fans, obviously need to believe that Europe can win Worlds.
Okay, well, tell us you can beat the first and second best team now. Come on.
Tournaments, right?
Wait, who's gonna say that?
On how the team can adapt and how they shape themselves.
I think you're really grateful when your fate stays in, you know, and the team suddenly, you know, just showcases that they're able to fight.
I still believe, and I think Europe can still become like top 4 or achieve top 4 team at Worlds.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say top 4 region for a second there. We're gonna lose to PCS. I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
To get Waters in my first year, like it's really insane. Just playing Waters.
VCS.
An experience.
Already burning down, so much health already missing, and Noah's instantly into the back line. Fnatic follow up again flawlessly. Here, Fnatic marching their way in. It's a pentakill, baby. It counts. A penna for Oscar.
Hopefully we'll be able to showcase more and, you know, at least go to quarterfinals and, you know, try to go from there.
It's not the final goal.
Guys, Trimby, let's at least go to quarterfinals. Go from there.
Go to quarterfinals.
Can someone just say it? Can someone just say we're gonna fucking destroy them? Come on, please.
The final goal is obviously to be the best.
Making it work in the fight, but all eyes on Niski, and he cannot find the angle. Noah still stands. Fnatic, it's over. Still standing.
In the Netherlands series, I think we had more people cheering for us than them. I think it helped us for sure to play better.
Slowly but surely burning them down, but it's Razor on the backside, and Razor gonna nail it! Fnatic! They just pull the trigger better!
When like you're a bit shaky, under a lot of stress, then if the crowd is behind you, you will become confident, and then sometimes clicking and you're like, oh, I did flash this, how?
Just playing against the best, I think it's the most fun thing you can do, like be challenged.
Everyone's just gonna try hard and do their best.
In miraculous fashion,
Okay.
Fnatic find themselves in the finals!
We're not there to expect that we're gonna win everything.
Okay.
That's not expectations right now. We have to showcase that we're able to fight back, and that's something that I think every team, at least from Europe, is aspired to. And if not, then they better be, because otherwise it will not be good for us.
Okay, so apparently the news is, because my passport got taken a picture of and put in a WeChat group, 4 things can happen. 1, nothing happens. 2, someone will use my ID illegally for something else. 3, my information is leaked to the public, which WeChat info allegedly leaks really fast, so they have my address and whatever else on your passport. Is it address? I don't know what's on the passport. Number 4, the worst possible thing is I'm stuck in Korea because my passport won't work. So, what's on a passport? What can they take? They can take my name, my passport number, my date of birth. What else can they take? My picture. Actually, my passport picture is kind of bad. It doesn't really look like me. Why the fuck did they take a picture of your passport and send it in a WeChat group? Look, I was transferring flights in Beijing and I was stuck for 2 hours, and the nice man in the airport said he can help me, and he said he needed a picture of my passport. I gave it to him, and then he took a picture, and then he came back an hour later with my boarding card, and he took me to the right terminal and said, your flight's here. Okay, there was a few steps in between where I got like ruthlessly searched. I was waiting for an hour with no internet, panicking around in an empty building at 5 a.m. You know. That was a cool video. Let's watch the next one. Contact the embassy? Okay, I'll contact the embassy. Which embassy?
Showing up.
The English one, right? Well, I don't know if I had to call the Korean embassy.
At the international event means everything to every EU team.
What happened to Karzi's voice? He sounds like Donald Duck.
Showing up at the international event means everything to every EU team, because it's been a long time since EU had a good run at Worlds events.
TCL for the first time in Worlds.
That was the most scripted thing he's ever read in his life. What? That sounds so scripted.
Means everything to every EU team, because it's been a long time since EU had a good run at Worlds events.
That's when the teacher like stops you in the middle of this class and it's like, James, read the next paragraph.
Everything to every EU team, because it's been a long time since EU had a good run at Worlds events.
TCL for the first time in Worlds history.
It's
Netherlands is known as the team who always fails at the international event.
Most of the times you're putting the excuses that you are a loser, in a way. You're not taking serious your job, then if you're not practicing hard enough, what are you taking serious in your life if that's all you do?
True. True.
In Spring Split 2022, when we didn't make players, I thought I would be happier, because I'm like, okay, I come from a really busy year. I won it all in 2021, so I will have some free time for myself. I will enjoy it with my family, all of this. After 1 week, I was hating my life of like not even being able to qualify for playoffs.
They're going to end on a win, but this win, unfortunately, won't do anything for them.
I don't think I would be happy with myself if
Why do I sound like I have something in my
everything I have
nose?
in my hand to be the best at something.
For Europe, at least, the biggest problem is the way they play fights. They play very slow, very calculated. Everyone knows what to do in fights. In Europe, it's a bit all over the place, and it's a bit hasty at times.
We all are a part of the problem, and we all have to work as much as we didn't work before to close the gap, because right now the gap between Eastern teams and European teams is too big.
T1 seriously.
Guys, just a quick reminder, okay? I don't want to be that guy. Hype video, okay? Hype video. Hype, okay? Can we just listen to what...
Between Eastern teams and European teams, and we all have to work as much as we didn't work before to close the gap, because right now the gap between Eastern teams and European teams is too big.
T1 seriously won a game. It's 17 minutes.
Just gonna reiterate, hype video. What? Why do we have to have that line from Quickshot in there, guys?
Won a game. It's 17 minutes. I have never seen a more dominant win.
I wouldn't say that we have closed the gap, but I think we're getting better than last time we met them at MSI, so I feel more confident.
I don't think we've closed the gap, but we might do better than we did at MSI. What, is it gonna be 10? Is it gonna be 20 minutes? Guys, come on, give me some hype. Give me some hype.
Better than
drop the bass and say we're gonna fuck them. Come on.
So I feel more confident now than I was at MSI. It's for sure closing, but I wouldn't say that it's closed completely.
I sacrifice everything. I don't have friends. I don't have anything. When I'm here,
oh my god, that took a turn.
My life stops. And all my life is League of Legends. If League of Legends goes wrong, my life goes wrong. It's literally like that.
It's done. Tarsi, can he get Razork? He's gonna get rooted up. He's down. It's a 5-for-0. Man took the risk, and it didn't work. Fnatic might just win.
This roster has a lot of things to prove just because we failed in Europe. I mean, we were third, right? Whereas I thought we could win it all. Now it's a chance to prove that we are one of the better teams in EU internationally. Our mood and that we laugh when we win, when we lose, all that, I think
there we go, Niski. Give it to me.
And I think we'll do our best.
For the third time.
In EU internationally, our mood and that we laugh when we win, when we lose, all that I think is very important, and I think we'll do our best.
Wonder! What the fuck?
Worlds is always a super cool event that I end up playing against like the best players in the world, which is super exciting. I feel like you can learn so much out of them just given like screaming.
Flash for the Q's gonna land the knock up there. Rookie has no
get him, Hilly.
buttons. They've got the crowd control.
Playing against them on the world stage is even like more exciting feeling, so I'm super excited.
Super minions are pushing in the
there we go. Now we're getting some hype. This is what I'm talking about.
And so far, my experience has been positive, so I would say the pressure doesn't really affect me.
Nice. There we go.
Taking down the Nexus. Top esports for the first time will pull off the reverse sweep.
Nobody expects us to have a...
You see that little cock tease they did there? It's like,
the pressure
look at this! Fnatic is 2-0 up against Top Esports. Look at this! And they lost it.
Nobody expects us to have a good result, so we are playing with no pressure.
RZ kills them. The base is alive. Back door as well, and they're looking to make their way to the quarterfinals. Do they run fast enough?
Yeah!
I think it means a lot for Bloodlines to show up in an international event just because it hasn't really been done in the past few years. We've been stuck in play-ins for 2 times. I want to prove that I can challenge the top mids in the world, and this is one occasion to do so.
Chovy down.
I've never been this good, I would say. For sure, I think the gap is closing, but I can't say till we scrim them or play them on stage.
When you reach LEC, most of the people just...
we're 9 years in, and the gap is still closing. we're promise this is the year that it's gonna close. I swear. No, I'm gonna believe it. The thing is, I believe it. You know, I'll just keep falling for it. Okay, I believe you. I think it is closing. I do.
If you think it in a way, you are living in another country, which...
Maybe if it's not closing and we lose this year, we just change the wording. Just say like, the difference is becoming less impactful. Let's change the gap is closing to the difference is becoming less impactful. Maybe then I'll suck it up again.
It might be a problem for some, but for some...
Oh, the difference is not too big anymore.
You are earning some quite good salary, and you are happy with how your life is. So why would you aim for more? Why would you try to achieve more? Aiming to be the best means you're not gonna be that happy when you have to work after a loss. You have to confront all of the situations that you only confront if you want to make your team the best. I would say that just people are not willing to go through this.
Wait, hold up. Can we rewind that real quick? This is, bro. Hype video! Hype video!
To reach LEC, most of the people just accept mediocrity. If you think it in a way, you are living in another country, which might be a problem for some, but for some others it's like quite good. You are earning some quite good salary, and you are happy with how your life is. So why would you aim for more? Why would you try to achieve more?
Pretty good speech.
Aiming to be the best means you're not gonna be that happy. When you have to work after a loss, you have to confront all of these situations that you only confront if you wanna make your team the best. I would say that just people are not willing to go through this.
True.
You should practice.
We just missed at the end, but we are.
As if you would face an Asian team, always think, would this work against T1, would this work against JDG? Because when you play against lower...
Bro, that was Genji, not JDG.
Would this work against JDG? Because when you play against lower standard teams, they make a mistake, we punish, or I make a mistake, I don't get punished, then I would probably think that's a good play, or something I can replicate, but then you go against Asia and you kind of get demolished doing the same mistake, right?
If I won Worlds, I would probably take off my shirt on stage and I would jump into the people and they would like
perfect
sit with me, and it would mean so much to me. I would be superstar, you know?
Even if we have zero chance, I want
that's
people
what
to still
that's
believe
it!
in us, and I will believe in myself. That's what will help us to be a better team. I'm always gonna believe in myself, but if you guys keep believing on me, that will help me grow.
Yeah, I will believe in you.
And I want the people in Europe to feel like it's Worlds, not feel like it's Korea against LPL. It's Europe against Korea, China against Europe, like all of these feel high.
I think as a team, we're also really good. If I don't perform this time, then I don't know when I will, because I feel like this is the time where I would perform the best.
You always need an objective. For me, that objective is winning Worlds, and that's what I'll try. And even if I can't do it, I'll try to close the gap as much as I can for the next players to get it.
There we go! Yes!
At the end, as long as we gave everything, if it wasn't enough, it sucks, but we just want to give it all, yeah.
Now we're talking. The last 30 seconds there, now I'm hyped. Now I'm hyped. What was it he said somewhere over here? Carzy said if he wins Worlds, he's going to take his t-shirt off and then jump into the crowd. Bro, put that shit behind the violin music, I'm hyped. Yoya was just being real. And then they were... Bro, I think next time we do a hype video, let's just get them walking around and put some dubstep behind it. No one's allowed to talk, okay? Because it's not that you don't say anything right. It's just, you know, listen. When you tell me that the gap's closing, but we'll try to close it, okay? I've heard that for 10 years. Just tell me. I will just get someone to read one line, okay? And it's going to say, we're going to shit on them. And on them, when he says them, the bass drops and everyone does some walk-arounds hero shots. Okay, that's all we need now. We don't need any more. The gap's closing. Maybe we can do it. We'll try our best. Just say, we're going to shit on them. And then whoop, 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 whoop. That's all we need. That's all I need.